Let's do one Kremlin game. It's kind of annoying. If I just straight up died, it would be okay. If I made a turn and I got blapped, I would be like, yeah, that's typical. I mean, that's Colbert for you. You give broadside, you die. That's it. I expected to be dead. Just exit to port and pick a new ship. And then I survive and I dodge and I shatter and I ricochet and I'm Neo from the Matrix. I'm the chosen one. And then a rat goes across the street. Some dude from nowhere takes up his airsoft rifle, tries to hit the rat and kills me. It's like, come on. You lose so much today. Yes, exactly 0 games. We lost today exactly 0 games. The one defeat that we have, I think, is from yesterday. So many defeats. Yeah, the first game I played today was like 210k and 6 kills. So that defeat that you see on the list, that's the defeat from yesterday. So I exactly lost 0 games today. Just watch the old contest BB replay. 111,000 damage on the old Yamato with an enemy stealth firing DD. Man, Wolves has improved a ton since those days. Yeah, and it's sometimes really good for people to go back to the early days of World of Warships and see how it was back then. Because people are such whiny little shits today that it's crazy. You had Midway with fighter jet planes. They would murder everything. They could do 2 drops of 6 torpedoes, where back then torpedoes hurt like hell. They could follow it up with 2 dive bomber. You had Haku with billion squadrons. You had Shima torpedoes that were 20 km, very fast, a lot of damage, very stealthy. Aw, come on, dildo. It's like, yeah, people need to go back to the game before to realize how good it is now. And there were no bonuses, no signals, no camos, no flags. And when they finally introduced it, the bonuses were pretty kind of meh. Jacob, thank you for 4 months. And now bonuses are broken. It's just so many of them. How the hell is that so high? Oh well. Stealth firing DDs? Yeah, I forgot about that. Stealth firing DDs as well. That was such a stupid thing to do. I remember bullying people with my Gremyashki back in the day. And people were always asking me like, how do I feel about that whole idea? And I always said it's a stupid thing. It shouldn't be. It's not healthy for the game. I can do it and I got pretty good at it. And you could get some amazing results and yada yada yada, but is it fair and should it be in the game? Absolutely not. And I was actually pretty happy when they nerfed DDs in that way. Oh, that guy might be dead. Yep. Because it wasn't fair. It honestly wasn't fair. You could bully ships and they had 0 chance of fighting back, and then you add carriers on top of that, and where nobody had any chance against those either, and it was like, oh my god. DDs were so overpowered back in the day. Carriers were so overpowered. It's nothing like today, and they're still powerful today, but they're more annoying than oh, I actually got another heal now, and oh, the Kuznetsov. Hey, Cotton. Well, the problem for me right now is there are 2 destroyers in front of me. Okay, hello to you too, good sir. Now that we launched this into your broadside. Oh, prawicie! Prawicie potwierdzają! You tell him. You tell him, Igor. Oh, they're both running away? Wow! Intelligent DD players. Sorry, intelligent DD plays. They're not YOLOing to get the kill and some damage and dying afterwards. Works for me. Remember being dev-struck by a CV? If the player wanted you dead? As long as that doesn't happen anymore, I'm entirely happy with the rework. Technically, that could still happen. Back in the day, you had like 4 or 5 squadrons that you can do in the same time. Today, you can do more squadrons in the same time, but you have 1 squadron that can do multiple attacks, just not in the same time. And if you're alone, and there's that 1 squadron, it can kill you. It can legit kill you. It will just take them a bit longer, so in that regard it's better, but it's going to be a lot more frustrating and annoying. Back in my day, story time, yeah. I'd love to push if it wasn't for that gearing. Oh, he told Monty? Okay, well then we're pushing. Торпеды прямо по курсу. Да, товарищ! Oh, that looks good. Ah, too high. Back in the day, it was 1 CV game every 10 games. Now it's 1 non-CV game every 5 games. Not at first. Not at first. It took a while for the carrier population to actually drop so low. When they finally did drop so low, then yes. It was carriers not very often. But back in the day, when you would see Pape in the enemy team, you knew you lost. We were not nearly as good players as we are today. I'm talking primarily about myself. But I was an okay player. And we were divisioning. I was divisioning a lot more before than I do now, because now I'm streaming. And now I like to have an interaction with my chat. And it's a lot easier if I'm doing it alone. We knew we were dead. We would try our fucking hardest not to lose to this guy. And he would beat us 9 out of 10 times. What the? That wasn't a hit, was it? I didn't look, but that did not feel like a hit. God damn it, I could have continued turning. He was? Shit, it didn't look like he was gonna hit to me. So when you would see Pape in the enemy team, and 9 out of 10 times he would lose, and 9 out of 10 times he would be in the opposing team. I would never get him on my side. I think we played like once. It was so depressing. The dude would just take his midway and he would murder you. And he would murder your entire team. He would very often murder you last because you were a bit better than everybody else and you were playing smart. Because you knew what's coming. Wow, nice dispersion. Yeah, back in the day, World of Warships was an entirely different nightmare than it is today. There were things that I like better about old World of Warships, and there are things that I definitely like better about this one. But did I just... Oh my god! Holy Jesus! There's like 2 kilometers in between those two shells. But one thing I can tell you for sure, that both versions had their own problems. Oh yeah, Kitakami back in the day. Oh, dude, when you would see those things. I'm super sad that I never actually got to own one myself. I just couldn't afford to buy a premium. Back then, it was like no way. But today, if that thing would arrive, that would be awesome. Just for the trolls. Oh, you're not gonna turn? Oh my god. This Mino, bro. Oh yeah, and the matchmaking was +3, -3 and something like that. And one more thing about old World of Warships. You could division any ships in the game. I remember watching an iChase video where he divisioned... he took a Yumikaze, which is, for those of you who don't know, IGN Tier 2 Destroyer. He took Yumikaze in a division with a Tier 10. I don't know which one. He was murdering Montana with his Yumikaze. You know why? Because he can fire torpedoes like every 20 seconds, and his detection is so small that he could get so close, and this guy had no chance to dodge. Even though the torpedoes were doing very low amount of damage and they were very slow, it was undodgeable. He would be so close to you that you had no chance to dodge. And then they restricted it. You couldn't do it anymore. And there were plenty of times where people would do divisions with a couple of tiers of difference, and then you would get up-tiered, and then you would have, I don't know, tier 6 in a tier 10 game. Because the dude thought it's a good idea to play in a tier 6, 7, 8 division, for example. And then they get in a tier 10, and you're watching a... I don't know, Aoba against Midway and Des Moines, and you're thinking to yourself, oh my god, these guys, like, could you... God, what have I done to you that you're punishing me like this? Or the games where one team had a carrier, the other team didn't. Oh my god, how that was so much fun. When one team had 2 carriers, the other team had 1 or none. Oh. Oh, the good old days. The good old days. What is this Monty doing? Like, what is wrong with you, bro? Oh my god. He was full HP not too long ago. Saw a Fuso in tier 10? Yeah, I did. Saw a lot of random stuff. We're still losing, that's the funny part. There's 6 versus 3 and we're still 60 points behind. The good old World of Warships had its own demons, my dudes. It had a lot of problems and a lot of demons that got resolved over time. But nobody gives Wargame any credit for that. Because you get used to that. A problem solved is a problem I don't think about anymore. A problem solved means I gotta think about a new problem now. That's how you work. People always give a lot of shit to Wargaming. They never listen. They never do anything. This game is like 4 years old and some things haven't been fixed. Well, there's a billion things that have been fixed. But, you know, nobody wants to think about them. This game has changed substantially since CBT, which is when I started playing it. Like, a lot. And there's definitely things that I would like to change, and there's definitely things I don't like, and there's definitely things I would like them to try. Like +1, -1 matchmaking. I'd love to see that. I would even be okay with trying like sandbox server or I don't know, somewhere, a different mode where you would be matched up by your skill level. I'm pretty sure most people wouldn't actually enjoy that, contrary to their beliefs, because the queue times would probably be insane for minority of the players, like those who are extremely good or extremely bad, and they wouldn't have that much fun. And maybe it wouldn't be so fun to always play against people who are as good as you are. Maybe you need occasional puppy to kick, pardon my expression, here and there, and a seal to club, because it makes you feel like you've done more than you did. For example, how the hell would I have 234,000 damage now with 7 citadels if it wasn't for a broadsiding Montana who decided that she will surrender 100k to me? I mean, hello. So yeah, it's like, I would love some things to change, and I would love to try some things, but I don't know how good some of those changes and things would actually be. And we're still behind, my dude. Okay, the Mon should kill that Mogador. That should be the win. I'm detected. That means the dude is probably here somewhere. No. No. You did not. You did not. Why would you broadside him? Oh my, we're gonna lose this game. We're gonna lose this game, dudes. 120 points behind. We're gonna lose a cap. I'm gonna be butchered by 2 destroyers that I will never. Oh, I'm gonna anchor here. That's the only chance of victory. I have to believe that a Venom, Montana, and Yamato can actually take care of 1 Mino. And I'm going to anchor here in B with my HEs loaded. And that's going to be the only way for them to not take this cap away from us. Meanwhile, hopefully we take C and not have any more casualties, because there's only 3 minutes and 20 seconds till the end. Okay, so I know approximately where they are. It's not true. I did not blab her. I did not. Oh, hi, Flambass. I know that thing. Hey, Ival. You missed one thing. That's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. That's bullshit. Oh, hi, Mark. There's a YouTube channel that I follow, that I'm subscribed to. It's run by the guy whose only name I wish I could remember. I think it's Peter something. I'm not. Oh. Oh, hello. I actually can't remember. He does movie and series reviews, and he does this himself, like records his own stuff, and he's really good. And he's like, I value his opinion, because very often he tells exactly. This is definitely a great idea, Mr. Mogador. And he has that part of the movie as an intro for his Heliorosity reviews. Let me just quickly jump to my YouTube channel and check. What is the name? Chris Stuckman. Why did I say Peter? Chris Stuckman. Yeah, that's the dude's name. If you're interested in watching some movie and series reviews, he does it with and without spoilers. It's always a notification. Very often I look at his review and I'm thinking, oh, I'm actually genuinely interested in this movie. Or, if I watch the movie, I want to watch it with spoilers to hear his honest opinion about it and to see how close my impression to his is. And very often it's pretty close. Well, we won this game. Unfortunately, no Kraken for us, because the gearing decided to run unless he decides to show his face like right now, but he won't. So we got First Blood, High Caliber, 4 kills, 2 cabs, 2.8 million potential, 243,500 damage in a battleship with a pretty solid win. And I mean, pretty solid win. The win that almost went to crap a couple of times. 2 caps in a Kremlin, lol. Yeah, sometimes the BB is the best DD. As a movie reviewer, but I prefer Stockman too. He's a bit more serious. Yeah. So, pretty good results. Oh my god! I got my ass, big fat ass, super carried by a Montana. Okay, I got 4 kills, 2 caps, 243,500 damage, and I am 130 base XP below the Montana. What in the world did this guy do? Add to your contacts. What is the guy name? Adam Amal? No, not the profile. I wanna send him a message. I wanna send this guy a message. I wanna know what the actual fuck did he do this game. I really want to know. In the meanwhile, I don't know if I check the detail report. 2.8, yeah. And I actually did a lot of damage to destroyers as well, so it's not like I was caught there. Maybe he had like lower damage, and he had 2 kills less as well. That's also surprising. But maybe he just split it around better. I damaged what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different targets? 180k! 180k and 2 kills somehow beat 243k, 4 kills and 2 caps. I don't know if he had caps or not. Holy shit, man. Yeah, his damage is probably a lot better split. Because I did 95 to a Yama and 93 to a Montana. I absolutely murdered these two. And then I did a very good damage to Salem, good damage to Gearing, solid damage to Mogador, and I did a little damage to Kremlin and Hindi. He probably had like 40 to you, 30 to you, 30 to you, 40 to you, 50 to you, I don't know. But I'm still shocked. I'm not jealous, don't get me wrong here. I'm really shocked. 182 kills beats 243, 4 kills and 2 cabs. So much. GG well played to that guy, definitely.